the Hanukkah candles and Shabbat candles is that we always light the candles off. Beautiful Chanukiot, and after that we will go and we will light the Shabbat candles. So will you just, so tonight is the second night of Hanukkah. Tonight is the second night of Hanukkah. So from which side should we light our candles? Yes. Why? We start with the newest candle. Absolutely. That's why we add the newest candle to the older candle. So what does it mean? That we will take, and each of you will find your Chanukiah, and if you don't, then just join us here. We will take. I was at home and I forgot to read it. We will take our Shabbat candle and we will light it. We will say the blessing. But what I'm trying to say is that our first candle that we did yesterday was this one. Today is the second one. And it's exactly what Cam said, is that we're adding the new one. Therefore, it will be from left to right. So if I'm standing here, right, from left to right. So what this means is that when it will be the whole Chanukiah of all the days, it will be from this side to that side, from left to right. We're learning every day. Okay, so I will lead everyone in prayer. Will you just repeat after me? So we are going to light our shamash first. From our shamash, from our helper, we will light our other candles. Can I have? Yes. Victoria? No, give the lighter. There are a few lighters. There we go. Okay, wait. So, don't be scared. Don't be scared. There are also matches all over the place. Maybe we can switch off the fan just for a second. So, just send it. We'll send like this. Yeah. Baruch. Oh, thank you, thank you. And the beautiful song, can you please help me to sing? הנרות הללו, ומה עשו? עשו ישועתי, to learn all other parts. Everyone knows the first part, no one knows the second and the third. Therefore, this is exactly what we're going to just do later today. Beautiful, Chag Sameach. And now we are just moving here and ask Penny to lead us in Adlakat Nerot Shabbat, to light candles for Shabbat. We are on page 120. And those of you who would like, please join us here to light the Shabbat candles. Yes. But if we can use that one for lighting.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kibshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'chazek ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach. And we are talking about Hanukkah, we're talking about light, and it's beautiful to see all these special Chanukiot, and I have to say that I always talk about how beautiful the synagogue and how beautiful it is to have candles. But now we have candles that lead and candles of Hanukkah. It is absolutely beautiful. Another question that I was thinking about, if you will see when you buy the box of candles, you will see that the size of the candles are not they not last for a long time. Do you know why? No, they will not last one night. They actually, I checked, they last like maybe 30 minutes. So there is a story, there is a midrash that goes on that while the Hanukkah candles are lit and while they're still on, this is the time that the woman of the family can rest. Thank you. because we believe in miracles. We believe in wonders in this world. And we talk about deliverance of those lights and all those miracles to our ancestors. And on all 8 days of Hanukkah, these lights are holy. We may not use them, but only behold them to give thanks and to praise our God for miracles and deliverance and wonders that were performed back centuries ago and also today in our world, in our days, in 21st century, around the world, we still believe in them. So Chag Sameach, we are on page 138 with Lecha Dodi. On page 146.
seated. And we praise Adonai, to whom the praise is due, now and forever. On page 148, I spoke quite a lot about it last week, that we are grateful for change of season, change of weather, change of time, and the blessing is keep joining. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bדברו מעריב ערבים, בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, במשמורותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. You are creator of day and night, O God, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Ahavat Olam is on page 150. ושנתם לבניך ודיברת אדם בשבתך ובביתך ובלכתך דרך ובשוכבך ובתחומך וכשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לתוקפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, להמה תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Please be seated. We know that God gives favor and doing justice for the oppressed, giving bread to the hungry, setting the captive free and opening the blind eye, lifting up the fallen and taking care of the strangers. And I believe that God called all of us to bring hope, to heal the broken, to proclaim liberty to the enslaved and all those who do not have freedom. And as we think about the idea of freedom, as we think about the idea of shalom, of peace, the prayer of Ashkiveinu is that praise the you Adonai, may you always spread the shelter of your peace over us, over all your people Israel, over Jerusalem and all over the world. Ashkiveinu. holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMelech HaKadosh. On page 174, Restream. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, God and God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hands, for our souls which are in your care, for miracles that we experience every day, and for your wonders, deeds, and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. Our good one whose mercy never ends, our compassionate one whose kindness never fails. We forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. Our God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shemcha, ulecha naheh lehodot. Please be seated, and let's take a moment for our private prayers and meditations, and just in a few moments we will continue in the middle of page 108. My God, guard my speech from evil and my lips from deception. Before those who slander me, I will hold my tongue and I'll practice humility. Open my heart to your Torah, God, and that I may pursue your mitzvot. As for all who think evil of me, cancel their designs and frustrate their schemes, and for your own sake, for the sake of your power, for the sake of your holiness, and for the sake of your Torah, so that your loved ones may be rescued. Save with your power and answer me. And may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Page 371, we're offering a prayer for all those who need our healing. Maybe mental health, maybe physical health, all those who are wounded at the war. And if there are names that you would like to mention, then please do so.
Vera L. Durbin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Harav Yeshua and Dave.
Thank you. Anyone on Zoom? Thank you. ישברך אבותינו ואבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שר כבר רחל ולאה ולברך את כל החולים. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם להחלתם לרווחתם להצלחתם וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, אשר בהגיעו בזמן קריב ונאמר אמן.
Yes.
created the monster here. As we celebrate the second night of Hanukkah, we think about what does it mean to rededicate the temple. And we like our Hanukkah, and it's really beautiful. And in a few days, when we will reach this magical number 8, it will look even more festive. And of course, at some point of this festival, I will be talking about how there are two schools of thought, Hillel and Shammai. That what we do is that we are ma'alim b'kedusha, we are going up in holiness, but also there is a thought of that we are going down from holiness a little bit each day. What I did in South Africa is that at my house we would have 2 or more Hanukkahs, and one will go according to Beit Hillel, one going according to Beit Shammai. Why? Because then I don't get upset anyway. So, and this is what, it's another, and not that even that's excited. There will be something, there was not enough jam or not enough something at the souvenir. But there is a lot of joy, and all the oily and healthy foods, and all the oil, and all the idea, and then we play with dreidel, which actually, if you think about it, it's really illegal. I mean, it's like par excellence gambling. Like it's really not something that we should teach our children, right? But when we think about the letters, and there are many, many different dreidels up at the Lilienfeld, you will see that Nes Gadol Haya Sham, the big miracle happened there. It means that that dreidel was created, was brought outside of Israel. But also there are those dreidels that will say a great miracle happened here. Nes Gadol Haya Po, meaning in the land of Israel. And again, it's a beautiful idea of Festival of Lights, and we exchange gifts and the chocolates. It's all amazing. And the idea of this festival, the most famous story, comes from the book of Talmud. Because when we read that when the Maccabees walked into the temple, they found only enough oil to light the menorah for one day. But miraculously, that small amount of oil lasted for 8 days. And this is miraculously exactly the same time that they needed in order to get the new oil. All the cute small children left the building. And now we can say that it's a beautiful legend. It's a beautiful story. I don't think it really happened. But why I'm going to sit and retell this story every year? Because what? Maybe. Because that's a tradition. It's much simpler than your philosophical answers. Keeps the story alive. Well done. It keeps the story alive, and it gives us hope and joy and something to believe in. And we don't have many legends in Judaism. We don't have many stories of miracles. If you think about it, we have this story and we have the Red Sea. Not too many. We all need miracles in our life. When the Maccabees successfully took back the temple from King Antiochus, they were really heartbroken to discover that the king destroyed the place, that the king did not take care of the holy space. And they were working in order to clean this place, to purify it. And they were removing all those foreign idols and all the altars and all the things that were forbidden in Judaism from the time that king had set it up. And when they were, I'll use the modern words of our days, when they cleansed the temple, they arrived and it was 25th of Kislev, which is today, the Hebrew Day of this festival. And they decided to have this glorious rededication of the temple. In Hebrew, lachnoch, to make something new, is Hanukkah. But also, chinuch means education. They needed a story. They needed that hope. We were not there to know exactly was there enough oil for 1 day or 2 or 3. Maybe they were so tired and exhausted by cleaning and trying to put everything together that they did not notice was it day or night. Do we really, really want to focus on that? No. We want to focus that they were heartbroken and they did everything in their power to make the place holy. And this is the essence of the story, is that our worshipping at temple that was back in the day the holiest place on earth was so important to them that I believe this is the most important part. Not really the miracle of oil, but it was the miracle of those people that did the holy work of rededicating and cleansing the holy place. And we know that on Pesach, on Shabbat, on every festival, we're teaching our children for the next generation. But think next time when you hear word Hanukkah, not only about rededication, but also about chinuch, the education of our children. That those noisy little sweet children might have a little bit of mess up there, but we will do a holy work and we will rededicate. You see how good right? Thank you. Because what we want to focus is not the tachlis, all the oil and cookies and mess, but the idea of the education. And this is why we, exactly as the Maccabees back centuries ago, continue to do this holy work. And this is why we finding ourselves again and again saying, I'm never ever doing it again. I'm not baking cookies. I'm not doing Hanukkah festivities ever. But then another year passes, another year arrives, another Hanukkah comes, and we're doing it. Because there's Jewish guilt. And because this is the main idea of Judaism, and because this is the purpose of our teachings, our legends, and our stories. We, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, and now we'll do a promo. You know, if we're already doing all the cooking and oil, then it's not enough that we had really actually great time, and children had great time. On Tuesday night, so today was more for children. On Tuesday night, we're going to rededicate ourselves to the master to the how can I say it, to the professionals and the masters of the masters at the latke eating, and so please don't forget to join us on Tuesday evening, and I'm sure it will be a great evening. We are on page 586. Andrea, can I please ask you to open the ark for us?
And Marilyn, would you please also join in opening the ark? Yes, right. Yes. Please rise.
Adonai will be sovereign over all the earth. On that day, Adonai will be one, and God's name will be one.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach. Please be seated. Sorry. And as I promised earlier, we are going to learn a little bit of new verses from the Psalm Mouth Tour. And there are printouts near the prayer books. So if I can just ask you quickly to pass it around. And Gilchrist is going to teach us music. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have this? Yes. If there is an extra.
Thank
presume the one that everyone knows. And if you don't know all the words, it looks like we all know the first two lines and the last two lines, right? So first of all, I just wanted that we will read the meaning of this beautiful, beautiful word. So please join me in English. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amid the raging forest were our sheltering tower. Furious, they sold us, but your arm availed us. And your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. Kindling new the holy lamps, priests approved in suffering. Purified the nation's shrines, brought to God their offering. And God's sword surrounded. Here in joy abounding, happily on singing songs with a mighty sound. Children of the Maccabees, whatever free or fitted, wake the echoes of the songs, where you may be scattered. Yours the message cheering, what the time is nearing, which will see all people freed, tired, disappearing. The reason why I wanted that we will read it in English is that we can take it from the temple to our modern days and think how many still all over the world, how many tyrants that we need to disappear, and how many people that we need to see being free. So we are on the second verse. Together just the first part again, as we know it much, much better. And next time when we see each other, we will sing all together the second one. On page 598, we are thinking of all our loved ones, those who passed away at this time in seasons past. And as we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, life and death. And if there are any names that you would like to mention, then please do so.
Judith Bobadilla, Cantor, is requesting some visitors. Please do that. And this, my daughter's maternal grandmother here as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anita Anton, Adele Berlin, Yassi Berner, Esther Cohen, Maurice de Castro, Judith Phils, Elliot Fishman, Florence Goldman, Sidney Halpin, Samuel Carlin, Larry Land, Norman Ponsky, Hyman Livingston, Helen Shovelman, Les Shanes, Stephen Silverman, Jared Rao, Sidney Burbell, Robert Abrams, Kermit Tulane, Esther Aronson, Salva Aronson, Jeffrey Askinas, Lisa Bird, Anna Berkman, Etta Berlin, Irvin Block, Ruben Block, Julius Lund, Simon Roxpan, Daniel Pettis, Milton Chasen, Asa Cohen, Lou Cohen, Charles Stasher, Harry Dorfman, Rosie Appner, Mark Fitch, Michael Foster, Eddie Freeman, William Frumpkin, Louis Glick, Anne Goldner, Saul Goldstein, Adele Gordon, Abraham Ross, Noam Guttenberg, Herman Jaffe, Harry Jaffe, Lola Taylor, Abraham Kahalis, Angelica Slavau, Ruth Cobble, Alex Cobbin, David Lipkowitz, Jeanette Levison, Norman Levine, Samuel Levine, Sylvan Leviton, Hyman Dubowski, Herbert Lefland, George Marks, Pamela Mitchell, Marilyn Pages, Beatrice Parker, Bessie Kermel, Herbert Posner, Thomas Trice, Kathy Weidar, Sima Rikelsky, Lini Rosenblum, Anne Rubinstein, Harry Rubinstein, Morris Rubner, Jacob Saltz, Benito Santo, Robert Segel, Gary Shapiro, Harold Shapiro, Betty Sherman, Anna Siegel, Oscar Siegel, Walter Silva, Sidney Simon, Rabbi Samuel Thompson, Darcy Sinrich, Robert Slant, David Sobel, Michael Steve, Charles Warren, Milton Stender, Kate Weinstein, Stanley Wancher, James Wilson, Barney Waldo, B. Wolf, Olin Zeger, Howard Zimmerman, and all those who do not have anyone to say Kaddish for them, all those who were murdered in Holocaust, genocide all over the world, and all those who were murdered in the war of October 7th. Our hearts go to their families, and may their memories always be for a blessing. Would you please rise? We're on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא תברח יותר, וימליך מלכותך, בחי עוון וביום נכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהיה שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ותאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתגדל ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי וקודשה וברכו. לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, ואמירן ועלמה, ואמרו אמן. יש לה מרה במשמע, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, all over the world, and let us say amen. Please be seated, and as we are finishing the service, I wanted to call our president, Marilyn Blackhall, to say a few words. In the beginning of the service, it was just a little bit crowded, sorry, a little bit energetic here, yeah. But now it's ridiculously silent, right? So we go from one to another.
Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Can you hear me? Yes. I thought I wasn't going to speak, so I didn't get my thoughts together a few minutes ago. But I do want to say that this Hanukkah is very different because of what's going on in Israel. It's very hard to feel the joy that we would normally feel. However, having been in the Lilienfeld house with the celebration, there must have been at least 15 or more children, young little children, doing all kinds of things and giving me the sense of hope, and hope for all of us, hope for Judaism, hope for our congregation, and it made me feel that I could feel the joy in this Hanukkah and know that something good will happen, hopefully, from all of this. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, and I'm very happy to see all of you here. And I'm looking forward to sharing a donut with everybody. Suf Daniel.
Yes, absolutely. And you mentioned the activity that we had at Linneville, that would not be happening without the help and really huge contribution of Susie, Katina, Anna, everyone behind the scenes. Really, really huge thank you, because it was a lot of job. So it's greatly appreciated, and you guys can get 2 souvenir, and even 3. Thank you. Master, what is our final song? And while you are thinking about the final song, Sunday at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, there will be a beautiful concert. It is in our bulletin, all the details already for a long time, but just to kill the time, so can you help me here? Joy, I know that I'm going to be there. Beautiful concert, and Gilchrist will be singing there, and Chanel will be singing there at the Reformed Church and down the road at 4 o'clock. All the beautiful music and a beautiful house of worship. So please join us. And you still want me to kill the time?
Well, no, actually, I'm just thinking of what would be appropriate for this evening.
And
Can you do it again? All right, okay. Fine.
let's do it a little bit faster. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישים לך שלום. May God always shine his face upon you. May God always be with you. May God always shine on your road. And may you always feel God's presence with you. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us for the Zufganiyot. We worked all very hard to get a gallery.